welcome to another episode of Survival of the Fittest Sports Edition podcast with my man Mike Robb. Mike, what's going on?
What's going on, SA?
Man, we back. We got a couple of things to talk about. We got week 7 and week 8?
Week 7 against the Raiders. Week 8 just passed yesterday against the Chargers. So, yeah.
Yeah, Chicago Bears talk. So we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Two interesting games, yeah.
Yeah, and we might even touch on a little bit about the Bulls having a team meeting.
Yeah, players only meeting after the very first game. That's very interesting, right, man? Players only meeting after the very first game, so.
All right, so let's get on these Bears.
Yep, man.
What was it, week 7?
Week 7, that's when the Justin Fields was out, thumb injury, dislocated, so he was out a couple of weeks because he's going to be out this coming week coming up too. So yeah, so he was out. So they got the rookie.
Who was we playing?
The Las Vegas Raiders. Yep. So they are currently right now they 3-4, but when we played them, they were 3-3. So yep. So okay season for them. Team that they have is, okay. Nobody who really wasn't expecting nothing.
Because Jimmy Garoppolo didn't play.
No, he did not play. You're right. He did not play that game playing today. But yeah, he didn't play that game. So yeah, they had their backup quarterback and we had our backup quarterback.
And which is who? Who's our backup?
So Tyson Bagent, I think that's his name.
My man Tyson Bagent.
The rookie Division II college football player, getting his first NFL start. So everybody like, oh yeah, this is the Kurt Warner story right here. The Bears about to have a Kurt Warner story like the St. Louis Rams. So yeah, it was interesting.
Let's talk about that game then real quick before we get to the next one.
I think the game, as a group, the Bears did real good, especially the defense. The defense played outstanding in that game, and granted they were going against the backup quarterback now, but still though, regardless who in the game, you still got to do your job, and everybody was still back for the defense. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't. I believe they wasn't missing no key players, and they played pretty good, man. I mean, the blitz rise, they played pretty good. I'm looking at it right here. They. Because I was looking at the blitz when I was watching. I'm like, man, they as a defense, they did pretty good.
They blitzed more often
than they did. Yeah, so as a team they had, here we go. They had 3 sacks.
What's their blitz rate?
They're not showing that. I'm looking at it right here. They're not showing the blitz rating. I'm trying to see.
But clearly they blitz more.
Yeah, they blitz more. Putting pressure on the quarterback. Yeah, that's I guess the coaching that they thought they was going to get. You know what I'm saying, from when he came from the coach, because I think that was his. I'm not sure what type of coaching style that he did with the coach, but
he was a defensive coach.
I know what I'm saying, but far as did he blitz? Did he cover two? And I didn't really know. But
he was a more aggressive type of coach,
and that's what people were saying that he was a more of a blitzing type of coach. So you seen that with the Raiders game, so they did pretty good. And then of course the offense, I felt. With Tyson Bagent, the rookie quarterback, I felt like he did a great job managing the game.
What's his numbers? Pull up Tyson numbers in that game.
Game was 21-29, 162 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks.
No turnover.
No turnovers. And I feel like that's a great manage
for a rookie.
That's
first game.
He did a good job managing that game. They didn't try to put too much on him. You know what I'm saying? Because they ran the ball. When you got somebody like a rookie, especially a rookie. Not even from a Division I college, but Division II college, and he's starting his first game like that, you don't want to put too much on him. You don't want to ask him to throw the ball 30.
So they had a nice game plan.
Yeah. I would think they, did, and they started off.
Usually they don't.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, but you would think so. Like with a rookie, you don't just, we about to go ahead and just throw the ball 40 sometimes.
Right, you
don't want to do that. So I think he did a good job. They had 40 attempts rushing. So that's what you want to do for a quarterback that's a rookie.
Shout out to Deontay Foreman.
Yes. Oh, yeah, man. And I don't understand why they haven't been using him before. He was on a practice squad like the first 4 or 5 games. They had Herbert, which is hurt right now.
And
Johnson. So, but you signed this guy from the Panthers. He was almost 1,000-yard rushing last year. Like, why is he not in the lineup? So that's right there what a lot of people talking about the coaching staff is like getting you a lot of head scratches.
But he had a great game.
He had a great game. Oh, I know we're not talking about the next game, but I'm just saying,
what was his numbers?
His numbers was 16 carries, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pretty good, man.
And that's all he had was 16 carries?
16 carries, yeah. He had 16 carries. Here we go.
You said we rushed for 40 times.
Evans, I don't know. I didn't know who that was.
He was off the practice squad, I believe.
I guess so. But he had 14 carries, Then I guess either through scramble or he had some carries right there. Then they had, I guess, some wide receiver. Like that. So the total was 40. So that that's what you want though. And your quarterback only threw the ball 29 times. You know what I'm saying? That's fair.
That's a good game.
Yeah, that's a good. I think, like I said, I felt like he managed the game very well, and I felt like Lou Gessie put in a good game plan for him, not trying to put too much on him. When you got a quarterback like that, rely on the running game and your defense. So you know what I'm saying. So that's what they did, and they did a pretty good job.
So they won that game.
Yep.
Defense played well.
Yep.
They blitzed.
Yep.
Put pressure on the quarterback that game.
Yep, and they ran the ball, which you're supposed to do when you don't really know much about your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? If your quarterback is a rookie or not a deep thrower quarterback, you run that ball. Hopefully you got a good run game. Your offensive line, which they did a pretty good job too that game.
Offensive line protected
they protected the ball. They protected the quarterback and the run game. So everything clicked that game.
Yeah, and Bagent played well.
He played good. No, like I said, I think he did real good managing the game.
Made some good passes when he had to.
He made some good passes, scrambled too when he had this. So, yeah, I think he did fairly good for his first start of the game. Yeah, first start of the season, actually.
It's the first start of his career.
Yeah, well, he did get in the Minnesota game. Wasn't starting, but
that's the first start of his career. The game plan was tailor-made for him.
Yeah, for him.
They threw some short passes, got it out of his hands quick, got it into the playmakers' hands.
And he did a good job not holding on to the ball long.
Didn't take sacks.
So, yeah, he was only sacked one time.
Okay, so now we feeling good after that game.
Feeling pretty good after the game, but, if you're a true NFL fan and know, like, okay, we feeling good after this game, but looking at your next opponent, you're like, yeah, okay.
But the Chargers, they was what, 2 and 4,
something like that. But you know how we looking, we feeling real good, we feeling good. We got the Chargers there. The Chargers thinking, man, we need a bounce back game. All right, we got the Bears coming in. All right, that's good. Trust me. I guarantee you they was looking like, all right, this is our way of getting things back on track because that's what the NFL, that's what they think of the Bears. Like, we just a joke team, and like, if you need to get back on track, you go against the Bears, so.
But still, overall, we feeling good.
We're
going into this Week 8 game against the Chargers in L.A.
Yep.
Got Tyson Bagent with the whole week he been practicing.
They talking about him too. National game, Sunday night game.
Yeah, he getting a lot of coverage because he won the game.
Yep.
Okay, so what happened?
Reality. That's what. That's what happened. He was I can say that Chicago Nation was high. Then when the game caught, they just brung us back down.
Hold on. When the game started,
that first
we were still high. First play of the game.
First play of the game, he threw that deep pass. Yeah, he was like, you see? Oh, telling y'all, man, this is it. Justin who?
Justin right on the money.
Wow, right on. That was a good pass. I give you that. It was a real good pass. Good catch.
Fell.
Yeah, that was Mooney too.
Yeah, got up and ran almost to the end zone.
Technically, he didn't get touched like they said. He didn't. So technically, that should have been a touchdown, but. Yeah, it started out good, and I like what Lou Gessie did too with that. A lot of people think, okay, run the ball, get him acclimated, keep going. First play of the game, did a deep ball like that. That was gutsy, man. That was gutsy, and I like that what they did with that though. But
but after that, what they do? They ran a couple of. They try to reverse or something.
Yeah, I can't remember that. They did a reverse. I think they did not the reverse, but the sweep, like they, what I'm saying, like I'm do like that. But
they got conservative. Yeah, they ran the ball twice and then threw it. It was over with.
Yeah, but then it was hard for him. I felt I'm not putting that on Lou Gessie as far as the game plan because it was hard. They were coming from behind. So the game plan.
Not at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, dude, they Chargers.
We're talking about that drive.
Right. That first drive. Okay, that first drive. Okay, but I'm just saying. Let's just say the first quarter. I'm just saying the first half. They very first possession, 4 possessions, they scored on.
Oh, defenses.
You know what I'm saying?
Horrible.
So I'm like, so that game is hard to judge the offense. If we're just talking about the offense and the quarterback, it's hard to judge the offense because the game plan that you put for the Raiders, I'm pretty sure he wanted to come in with that same game plan. Hopefully the defense can hold, not give up too many points. I can rely on the run and don't have him throw the ball too many times, but they were playing from behind all the time.
Okay, so let's shift focus. Let's go to the defense.
Yeah,
they stopped blitzing.
They just stopped blitzing. Yeah,
what happened with that game plan?
I don't know what was going on, but
he was
Justin Herbert
for the majority of the game.
Justin Herbert has so much time, and this dude had a broken index finger. Even it was it was just
no pressure,
and he had so much time. But I just didn't get that whole defensive game plan. What was going on? Tackling was terrible. It was one play where the guy. It was just like a little 3-yard. Yeah. Was it? No, I think we're talking about a different play. It was a receiver. It was like a 3-yard little hitch But that 3-yard turned into like a 15, 20 yards because their tackling was so terrible.
That happened with Austin Eckler. They throw a little swing pass out to him.
That's why I think when he scored that 50, 60-yard touchdown,
he down the sideline.
Yeah. The defense, it's
even the corners, the safety, they one move and they was just missing.
It's like the defense this year seems like it's going on a roller coaster.
Yeah, because they played well against the Raiders.
You know what I'm saying? Like
even
before the game, Minnesota. They only gave up like 19 points against Minnesota. And it was only one touchdown they gave up. So it's like a roller coaster with the defense. As you want to see hope, like, okay, you know, like, is it the coaching? Is it the personnel that they got out there?
Defense was embarrassing,
is it a mix of both? Is it a mix of...
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker?
Yeah.
It was 3-4 tackles he missed in the open field, and
they
was gone.
And they paid a lot of money for that man off free agent.
I'm like, what is going on?
They gave him a lot of money. And
Austin Eckler around there just catching the ball out the backfield and just gone.
Your investment didn't look good on defense because that's where, other than DJ Moore, was probably one of their biggest investment. But for the most part, this past offseason, the majority of your money went towards the defense.
I mean, like you said, they scored on their first 4 possessions.
The first 4 possessions. They scored
like it was turnover after turnover that they was getting short fields. They was driving down the field and scoring.
With ease.
Yeah,
so it was hard for the offense to even try to rely on their game plan.
You down 14-0.
Like, damn, I got to throw the ball. You know, I can't really run or do this because I got to throw the ball so much. So it was hard. So that game was one of the games where, you know, a lot of times the Bears play with teams. I'm like, man, what's up with Luke Getsy, this game plan? That one, I ain't nothing you can do about that one.
But that was Matt Eberflus on the defense. I wonder why he stopped blitzing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they couldn't cover.
They couldn't cover now, dude. You know, and it's crazy. They still missing their best, well, not their best, but their second best receiver, Mark Williams. But yeah, you got Keenan Allen. You got that tight end. I forgot he's still on the team. I forgot what his name was, but I'm like, oh yeah, he's still on there.
Yeah, he was making he
was making great catches.
Dragging people.
Then of course you got Austin Eckler doing his thing too. So yeah, they have some playmakers, but yeah,
even the other dude before he got hurt, the other receiver.
Yeah, Mike. Come on, Mike. Oh, you talking about the guy when he messed up his
Yeah, he was killing.
Yeah, but I think he came back in. I think he came back in and had a little solid game, but.
Yeah, they did whatever they wanted.
It was like I said, that was a bounce back game for them. That was a game for the Chargers where they just came from a loss to Kansas City and they needed to get back because they are unachieving this year. A lot of people thought they was going to be a playoff contender team, which they still can, you know, still early in the season, but they right now 2-4, or I think 3-4, something like that. 3-4 now because they just beat them.
So they back in the wild card type.
In the wild card type. So that was a game that I'm pretty sure they was looking for, like they can get us, you know, some type of positive.
Oh yeah, they needed that game.
Yeah, they needed that game. You know, this season for the Bears is, let's be honest, guys, we not looking. I'm hoping that people wasn't coming in thinking that this could be a playoff team. You know what I'm saying?
But you expect better play.
You do
the
expect.
The offensive line, the mistakes they was making, the holdings, Larry
Worm. I'm going to be honest.
The false starts, killing the drives.
The penalties.
Dropping the passes.
But
Bayless Jones, didn't he drop one in the end zone?
Yeah. He fell. That's crazy. He fell, and the ball, still landed to him, and he hit him. But then so that...
come on, enough with the Bayless Jones, man. They need to go ahead and release him. We didn't had enough of this dude.
Yeah, from last year to this year. So, yeah, man. But like I said, this year, it was more, I think a lot of people was more seeing trying to...
play.
What Justin... But what I'm trying to say with the offense, though, the offensive line actually played pretty good, man.
Not in that game.
No, yeah. Dude,
that play was sloppy.
The pass protection...
And they put pressure on Tyson Bagent in that game.
I felt that the pass protection was pretty decent. It wasn't terrible like other games that we didn't see. That pass protection was decent. Wasn't great, though. It wasn't like...
like against the Raiders.
No, but it was still decent enough. You got to think, the Chargers defense is much better than the Raiders defense. But yet, he still had time to throw the ball, though. So that's what I'm saying. The defense, the offensive line played okay. They didn't play well enough where he was like Justin Herbert on the other side, just, had all day. No, because their defense is better than our defense. You got to think.
What was Tyson Bagent's numbers?
He was 21. No, I'm sorry.
Not that one.
Yeah. On that one, he threw the ball about 40 times, almost 40 times that game. So that's, or if he did, he threw the ball 37 times, 25, 37.
25 and 37. So
232 yards.
So that's still a decent completion percentage.
Yeah,
but
the percentage is decent.
How many turnovers?
2 turnovers.
And a fumble.
He did have a fumble.
Did he lose the fumble?
They got it back. They got it back. So they're not going to really count that as a...
2 turnovers.
But then here's the thing, too.
Well, one of those turnovers, it shouldn't be counted.
Yeah,
hit the dude in the chest.
But
he didn't catch it.
Hey, if you want to say that, one of the turnovers that they did not count, it should have been a turnover because... Yeah, they said that the cornerback didn't have the possession. Yeah, he didn't catch it.
So you can't count.
That was a bad throw.
Supposed to caught that ball.
Yeah, granted. But then here's the thing too. Like when I told you they ran the ball basically 40 times against the Raiders, they ran the ball 25 times.
Yeah, because they was coming from
they was coming from. So that's what I'm saying. You you look at the game plan they had against the Raiders versus the game plan I guess they maybe wanted to go with the Chargers. They couldn't do it because man, like I said, the first 4 possessions, they scored. So, like, man, and the offense couldn't really click. You know what I'm saying? So now you're asking your rookie quarterback to not, okay, we're going to manage the game. We're going to do this and maybe make some dump passes. You asking him 14-0. Hey, we need you to go 15, 20 yards down the field. We need you to, make plays for us and do this and do this. And that's too much to ask for that guy, for that type of quarterback.
Yeah, it was going to be too much to have a shootout.
Yeah, not for him. He can't do that now. He's too young. Yeah.
I mean,
against Justin Herbert, yeah. So you don't do something like that. So yeah, it was.
But even still, he looks like a quarterback to me.
I think
his passes is they're more accurate.
We was like,
he looked like a quarterback.
Man, you was talking off camera. And what I said about Tyson Bagent, I think that's his name.
Tyson Bagent.
Yeah, Bagent. We seen him for 2 games and in a half, like 2 games and a quarter. From what I see, I think he could be a good NFL quarterback. I don't think he could be a quarterback that will lead you to a playoff rather than even longer, like lead you to a Super Bowl. But I feel that he can be a good quarterback, a good backup quarterback. Not like, how them backup quarterback that like Josh Dodd from Arizona, No, I think he can be a really good backup quarterback that can come in and give you 3 or 4 games that can, that can keep a team in there. But far as trying to build your team around him and trying to win, I don't see that yet. Now, it is on his rookie year, but from what I see, I don't see that yet. Can that be developed to him? Yes. Hey.
Well, what about Justin Fields? We didn't see him.
Well, like I told you what my thing with Justin Fields is, it's a mixture of both. It's a mixture of him and the coaching that he has. You want to say that, man, is he damaged good because the coaching staff didn't mess this man up? And I don't know if you heard it in the news that Tyson Bagent was throwing shade at the coaches.
I didn't
it was crazy. So the thing is, they saying that they was asking him to do things that he wasn't comfortable with doing. Like they was asking Justin Fields, so he was throwing shades at the coaches. And I think either this morning, something like that, he apologized. Like he kind of, statement how they say, my student, they said that they feel like, like the coaches might have talked to him, but that shows you it's the coaching.
So we can't keep those coaches.
So that's why I'm like, it's hard. Like when you say, okay, what do you think about Justin Fields? A lot of it is on him because the games that we didn't talk about, we didn't see, the man made some bad decisions. Yeah,
bad turnovers. So he got how many games left in the season?
So we are week 8 right now, and how many weeks is it? It's 18. It's 18 weeks. But I think you get either 1 or 2 byes.
Just one bye.
One bye. So we at week 9, so you got about 17 games. I think
So he got about 7 to 8 more games left in the season to prove himself.
8, 9. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you say he's not gonna play next week?
10. You got 9 more games left.
So he's not playing next week?
Right. Yeah. So you might got 8 more games, depending on if he come back. According to the report, they just said that yes, he's still out. He's still a week to week, and they expecting the Tyson Bagent to start against New Orleans this coming.
So when he come back, he got
8. They say 8 games.
So games to prove himself. After this, we should know what we got.
Right. And I feel like if you're a truly Bears fan, you want Justin Fields to work out because of the situation that the Bears have far as their draft
picks. We can make a major improvement.
Man, if Justin Fields, he don't have to be Jalen Hurts like right now, but if he shows like, okay, man, turnovers down, he's getting you 250, like yeah, that's you can build like get rid of them coaching staff, bring in the right coaching staff that can build on that.
Get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Then you got 2 picks. You can get you a Marvin Harrison Jr. Get your left tackle, a sit like man. So you
pass rusher,
right? You want things to line up that way, so you can't say, oh no.
You got to get a quarterback,
but you got to, and that's the thing. Like, and we was talking about that off camera. I'm not too sold on Caleb Williams, man. I'm not sold on him. And but
5-6 quarterbacks.
He's expected to go number 1. So and you know what, Carolina Jets,
Drake May,
you got Bo Dix, whatever his name is.
Bo Nix.
Then you got the guy from Washington. Yep. Then I think they said it's a guy from Texas that's okay. The quarterback is deep.
This is a deep quarterback. If you got to get one.
But then here's the thing: like you race a pit to get a quarterback that you don't even like. You get a. Let's just say they get the guy.
But they didn't pick him.
No, but I'm just saying this coming draft, right? So let's just say that you only like Caleb Williams and Drake May. Let's just say you like those 2, but you fall out of the top 2 picks and you get, you 3, 4. So are you going to get the guy from Oregon, the guy from Washington?
Because who going to be picking up there? They might not need a quarterback. Arizona don't necessarily need a quarterback.
No, but what I'm saying is, I haven't really watched the guy from Oregon. Haven't really watched the guy from Washington.
Dude from Oregon, I think is the most polished.
You think so? So see, and
From
that's
what
the
I've
thing.
seen.
But like,
because he been there all this time. He been started for all 4 years.
Right,
He got
right.
the most reps out of all of those quarterbacks, and he just looked like a quarterback.
so you
to
hope,
me.
right? You hoping that the Bears don't come to that. When
I
they
hope it
don't
don't
follow,
come to that, but if it do,
they got two
they got
picks.
their choice.
And right now, even though Carolina won yesterday, they still, I think, got the projected
There's
to be
still
the
a bunch
number
of one win.
You know what I'm
teams
saying?
out
But they
there.
still project, you know what I'm saying? One. So the Bears are in good situation, but the best situation, like what we just said, is Justin Fields play out
Yeah.
pretty good. So you pick up in fifth year option. You don't re-sign him, but you just pick up that fifth, like another proven
He
year.
showed some
another proven
improvement, some
year.
progress.
Yeah, but then you can use those picks to get some
Build
better
out the
picks.
rest of the team.
And then they still got Carolina next year, they second round pick, which is basically like a high first
They got
round
a lot
pick.
of picks.
So
And they got
good.
a lot of money.
Yep. So they good.
They can
so
bring in some people.
Yep. So that's what you hoping. So yeah, man. So we have to see what's coming up with that. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, but before we move on, let's touch on a little bit of our Chicago Bulls.
oh yeah, we were talking about that off camera. Like
How many games win? This is our third. We 1-2.
So this is the fourth game. It's crazy right now. We actually watching the game right now. They're going against Indiana, but we were just jokingly saying that it's crazy how the very first game they got blown out against OKC. They had a players only meeting. I'm like, I ain't never heard of that in any professional sport. After the first game, you have a players only meeting. That's why I'm like, yeah, that's how you know. Yeah, this year.
They brought back the whole entire team.
Then
For a third year to run with these guys. Didn't make no changes. Didn't bring no shooters in.
Nope.
Oh my God.
And so, but if the GM knows what he's doing, I think that's the guy they got from OKC, I believe, or they got from I can't remember what the GM of I can't remember what his name was, but if he knows what he's doing and if yeah, something like that. But I think he came from Oklahoma.
Carnicevis or something.
I think he came from like that. But if he knows what he's doing, he can maneuver because he has some good contracts on his roster. With DeMar DeRozan, only got 1 year.
And
then you got Vooch. You got Vooch.
They just signed Vooch.
Yeah,
again.
but he has a friendly deal contract though. It's not a lot of money. It's only like 20-some million a year, which is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And you get Vooch, you give up a first round pick, but you get him to be your third best player, only making $20-some million a year. That's pretty good compared
to
to
this team. What you expect for them to do this year?
Nothing.
What you expecting?
A play-in
They gonna make the
tournament,
playoffs?
play-in, maybe.
If they make the play,
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the best I can do. If they don't diminish this team before the trade deadline, I think they will do that because I feel like how it's going.
Yeah,
and how
you
it's
have a team meeting, a players only meeting after the first game of the season.
Yep. So then they still got Lonzo Ball on contract, even though they did.
He ain't coming
Yeah,
back.
no, I'm saying they got him on a contract, but they did something where they recuperated $10 million of his money because he hasn't had service in like 2 years. So, but yeah, it's when they made all them deals like what 2-3 years ago when they got balls and they was in first place.
Yeah,
like
we thought we had
dude,
something.
He's like, okay, man, maybe just one more good player than this and this. But I don't know what happened, dude. Zach LaVine,
Ball got hurt.
Good as a player as he is, he's not that guy. He's not that guy that can lead you to a team. I think he's a good second option, third at best. Maybe a good third option. Maybe sometime he might be a second option.
He just scored 50 the other night.
Yeah, but then look at the assists. He had 0 assists. And he scored 50 and they lost to Detroit. Come on now. Come on. People are like, he just scored 50. Nigga had 0 assists and they lost by double digits. Come on, man. Go on somewhere with that, dude. Like, come on.
But you know he can score. That's why you get something for him if you can.
No, but it's going to be hard.
He can go to a championship contender.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard because that contract is huge.
Just imagine if he was with the Lakers.
Oh, that would be a good, but then, the Lakers don't got much to give up to get him. You know what I'm saying? That's a big contract that LeBron James I think he only got a year left with a player option. They might want to re-sign him again. So are they going to try to, you know what I'm saying? So his contract is going to hurt him where I feel like they're not going to trade him this year. It's going to be maybe a year or two before they trade him because that contract is so huge. I do feel like before the trade deadline, Vooch might be gone, but DeRozan definitely going to be gone.
We need a point guard. Kobe White ain't a point guard.
No, he's not. Then I was hoping from Ayo, the dude from Illinois. Ayo, yeah, I was hoping because I like what I seen.
I don't
but
think he a point guard either.
Yeah, he's not that type of guy. He's a good bench player.
We ain't got no shooting.
No shooting. It's the team is not. This GM didn't do a good job this offseason.
I don't know what they're trying to do this season. How many wins they expecting to get this season? What you think?
I'll say in the mid-30s.
Mid-30s. They ain't even put them in the 40s. Nah, they ain't gonna make the playoffs. They only get 30-something wins.
They can make it play. It ain't in the East. They can get in the play-in.
Nah, they ain't gonna even make the play-in game with no 30-something wins.
I'm not. But like I said, it depends.
You got Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. Detroit is better.
Mm-hmm.
You got a bunch of teams out there that's much better
Detroit
than the Bulls
is much
right
better.
now.
But what I'm saying
Indiana is better.
But then it depends on what they do in the deadline. If they get rid of a lot of their players, they keep playing with DeRozan and Vooch, then yeah, of course I don't see them making a play-in. If they keep them, I think this team is decent enough to make the play-in, but that's it.
We'll see what they do.
Yeah, it's not looking too good though for them, man. So
all right. That was another episode of Survival of the Fittest Sports Edition podcast with my man Mike Robb.
Good, man.
Signing out. We'll be back to holler at y'all later.
Yep.
In a couple more weeks to see what these Bears and these Bulls talking about.
Hopefully, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace out.
Windy City, birth the rebel. Raised in the shy nigga on the level. Put in my work, I became a devil. Consider this a warning, nigga, bring the shovel.